Hey guys, I'm Barry Page, and in this video, we're going to discuss financial efficiency. I'm not from the government, but I am licensed by the state to help you with your finances. So let's have some fun and cut some expenses and increase our financial efficiency. This is by no means an exhaustive plan. These are just the simple moves to help you get started so you can start creating generational wealth. Reducing expenses is good financial management. So let's take a look at an average annual income of, let's say, $100,000. We could change these numbers, but just for round numbers' sake. And let's say that the annual savings was 10% or $10,000, and we're getting 5% return year after year on our savings. And of course, this can vary. Again, we're just using round numbers for easy math. So the interest on that savings is $500, 5% of the $10,000. So that means that the annual expenses that year were $90,000. If we were able to reduce expenses just by 1%, that saves in dollars $900, which the return equivalent on 10,000 is 9%. And that's easily proven by the fact that 9% of 10,000 is $900. So just by reducing expenses in this scenario, 1%, we were able to get the return equivalent of 9%. Now think about that. That's on top of the 5 we're already earning. So that's an extra $900 that we're able to save just for 1%. Now, what if we could reduce expenses even more? We could find even more money slipping through the cracks, say 5%. So reducing expenses by 5% saves in dollars $4,500. So that's a return equivalent of 45%. Now think about that. 45% additional on top of what you are already saving just by reducing expenses and recovering these to save or invest as you were already. So reducing expenses and recovering that money to save into our system is good management. Let's take a look at some different ways that we might be able to do that. Here are the 3 moves to take control of your finances. Reduce your risk, increase your efficiency, and increase your cash flow. All right, these are my goals for you to secure your finances, simplify your planning, and systemize your growth. But of course, these are your decisions. Let's take a step back for a minute and look at the big picture, the macroeconomic picture. Things are not so certain these days. This includes taxes and inflation. But the good news is we can take control of our own personal economic picture. You can transform your life and transform your finances. It starts with taking responsibility. Then we have to take action. And ultimately, we'll be able to enjoy wealth. Here's the first move. Reduce your risk. Financial losses can spoil your dreams. Optimize your financial plan. This means your present plan, your future plan, and your estate plan. Keep it simple. Include your family in these plans. That's really what it's all about at the end of the day. Seek wise counsel. Maximize your protection. Maximize your insurance. The more assets you have, the more coverage you're going to want. Auto, homeowners, health, disability, life, long-term care. You need to optimize and maximize these plans. Make sure you have the maximum benefit that you can get. You'll also probably want liability coverage depending on your net worth now, your assets that you have, but you'll want to cover your assets with a liability insurance policy, possibly a separate umbrella policy. Again, depends on your assets. And here's some ways you can minimize cost. You'll want to coordinate and raise your deductibles as high as possible. The higher deductible, the lower your premium. This will save money and increase your cash flow. Now, you can get some quotes ran, but typically if you have a $500 deductible, you're going to want to raise it to at least $1,000, $2,500, because we're going to be saving, so you'll have an emergency fund to pay that deductible. And because you're being responsible with your money, you're not going to have frivolous claims. So again, coordinate your deductibles. That means your homeowners, your autos should be the same. If it's $1,000, if it's $500, if it's $2,000, $2,500. Coordinate those deductibles so you know what to expect in the event that you do have a claim. And you'll want to avoid unnecessary fees. Take a look at your statements. Make sure you're not being charged for items that you're not using or you do not need. And you'll also want to avoid debt. That's the bigger picture, and one of the reasons that we want to take control of our finances so we can avoid debt and avoid transferring away money to others, to the financial institutions. Move number 2, increase efficiency. Establish your savings plan. This should be the first thing that you do. You need to pay yourself first. You need to make this automatic. This will make it more efficient where you don't have to think about it. Choose safe accounts. Make sure your money is stored in an account that you feel safe with your money. Capitalize your plan. If you don't save into the plan, there's not going to be any money there. So you have to capitalize your plan. Increase the rate of your savings to stimulate the growth of your savings plan. Minimize cost. Avoid losses. Avoid unnecessary taxes. Avoid unnecessary fees. By doing this, you're going to increase the efficiency of the plan, and you'll be able to save more and create more. As time goes on, you'll want to increase the efficiency of your plan. Fill the holes. Okay, now we're starting to have fun. Move number 3, increase your cash flow. You can grow your wealth systematically. You just need to choose smart assets. With these assets, you're going to earn profits. You're going to earn dividends. And you can expand by educating yourself on the type of investing that you might want to do. You can increase your cash flow using certain strategies and concepts. Privatized banking creates a velocity on your money. You can manage your cash flows. Velocitized by financing. You can control. Remain liquid. Seek tax advantages. Reduce transfers. Again, taxes and losses can cause a drag on your ability to save and create wealth. So it's your choice. We like to say taxes are voluntary. Fees are voluntary because you have the choice. You can choose to follow proven strategies, or you can remain vulnerable. So whatever you decide to do, make sure you have no regrets. Apply for your complimentary financial review if you need help with any of this stuff. You can scan the QR code with your phone to apply. It's real simple. You just point the camera right at the code, take a picture. It will pull up a website then, and you can go to a page where you can apply to meet with me personally. I thank you for your time. I hope you have a great weekend and slash those expenses and increase your financial efficiency. I'll see you in the next video.